UFC Qatar DraftKings GPP tournament tactics. Smash the like button, and then we're going to talk about how to take down the big one, how to attack those tournaments over on DraftKings. I use DFS Army. Don't go anywhere if you don't. If you want to, of course, the link in the description. Sign up. I think it is the best tool, but the strategies apply no matter what tool you are using. We're going to build 150. We're going to go fight by fight. Hopefully, we're going to make some big money. Had a decent week last week. Actually, it was a small loss, but I say decent because one of our big stands didn't pay off, and Gregory Rodriguez, he won, but he didn't hit optimal. Benoit Saint-Denis did, and just Wellmaker screwing everybody kind of messed the slate up. So we are back at it here for UFC Qatar. Let's go ahead and get our settings in order. Salary cap, I like a lot of favorites this week. 49,400 min, 50,000 for the max. Go tournament mode. You can go one or two uniques. I go one unique. We're going to build 150. Most tools should have a randomization setting. You need to use it because you don't get all of just the highest projection numbers. You want to be using your game theory, your over under more than just projection. Any number between 1 and 9 is just fine. I'm actually going to go 9 this week because the card locks at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So hopefully you guys are getting this video in late Friday night or early Saturday. We had, DraftKings took them a little while to add Waldo Cortez Acosta. We had to get all the projections up. We are finally ready to go here, but an early lock, so make sure you are set. And then we're just going to go fight by fight, decide where you want to be over and underweight. You need to be using a projected ownership number. 100% need this number. It's what we're basing everything on. Right off the bat, one of the places I'm going to be the most different on the field. I like Beksat Almakan a ton in this fight. He's going to be 11%, 34% Topuria, who I just don't think is that good. Easy decision for me. Cut Topuria in half max. And I kind of want to be even under that, but I'll leave it here. Look, I'm going to take a stand here. I'm going to go 30% Beksat Almakan. I want to be 3 times the field. If he loses, I still got 70% of my lineups. One of my stronger stands on the card. Nurullo Aliyev and Shamrock. I think the ownerships are about right here. I do think Aliyev wins. Shamrock is fine for the upside. At 7,000, he's a live dog. This is one I want to be somewhere in the ballpark of field weight for both these guys. So somewhere between 10 to 15% Aliyev. Shamrock in this 20 to 25% range is just fine. Other places I'm going to take a stand on the card, one of them being right below. I want to be overweight on Luke Riley, 30 to 40%. I think he's got some sneaky upside here. Bogdan Grad. This is one I've been going back and forth on in terms of what exactly to do with Grad. I'm gonna go like field weight. This is be some other guys I'm gonna go lower on. I'm okay getting anywhere in this field weight range on Grad. All right, this is the fight. I know Hermanson looked great in terms of weigh-ins. I'm still going to go significantly overweight to Mikdebek Orlabai, and I'm going to go underweight to our boy Jack Hermanson. I want 35 to... I really like Orlabai. Anywhere in the 35 to 50% range is fine. Jack, I want to be underweight, but I do want some... Anywhere to this 10 to 20% range on Jack is fine. Ozdemir Menafield, this is one I want to be overweight to both sides on. I want to be higher on the Ozdemir side, 40 to 50%. Do I really want to be over on Menafield as well? There's so many fighters under... Yeah, there's 3 straight fighters under 7K. I don't know if I'm going to want a ton of... I want at least a little bit Menafield. Cap it at field weight. Gary Muhammad, even if Gary wins, I don't know how he gets him the optimal. Cut that ownership in half at 8%. Bilal, I'm picking him to win. 25%. There's every chance, though, that he wins the fight and a couple dogs win. I don't know how much scoring upside Bilal really has, but I'll go in this 25 to 35% range is fine. Nordiev in the mid-range. This is a weird one in that I think I just want to be overweight to both of these guys. Yeah, I'm debating going under. 28% feels high on Loader. I want to go over on Nordiev. I think I want to be a little bit under on Ryan Loader. I'm going to save the three large favorites, Zakimov, Yakayev, and Tsarukyan here. Because you can't go over on all of them. No, I'm going to keep the process. I thought about resorting here, but I'm not going to do that. Dalby is the one in this range. I'm okay being around field weight because Zakimov is making his debut. I want to try and get over on a Zakimov. Tajir Ulanbekov, this is the one I want to be underweight. Even if he beats Horiguchi, 8,600, I don't know if he's going to end up on the optimal. So I'm good being underweight on Ulanbekov. I'll cap it at 15%. Horiguchi, dog I'm picking a win. So give me that 20 to 30% range. Tsarukyan, 49%, 5 rounds to work. I still got to go over here. Give me at least 65% arm on Tsarukyan. Din Hooker, 18%. That feels too high. I'm going to cut it in half. Acosta, short notice, rough. I do think he's better than Gaziev. This is the fight that everyone's talking about. Two guys priced right in the same area here. They're heavyweights. It's expected to finish. I don't think I want to get caught with my pants down either way here. I think I'm going to go slightly overweight to both guys. One of the stands I'm taking on the card, Denzel Freeman, Marek Bulio. I want to be way overweight to Denzel Freeman. I want 50% of Denzel. Bulio, 15%. Okay, anywhere in range. I think he gets smashed, but just in case, the heavyweight logic here. Yakayev, it's going to be hard to get this much Yakayev, so I'm going to I want at least the field, and I'm going to see what the tool gives me. Sequeira at 3%. Okay, there's part of you wants to X this out, but running 2 to 4% because he'll break the whole slate with any win. And Yakayev is making his debut. Well, I think Sequeira is terrible. I'm okay with 2%. Almabayev, Perez is a guy I want to be underweight on for sure. Cut that in half and get me overweight on Almabayev. Once you do your initial exposures, if it's your first time here, welcome. Then we run and then we adjust. And that should be your GPP process. It's not about who you expect to win or lose. That can help guide you, but it's about getting under and over the field in terms of ownership. So we're just going to go down and see who's in range. I already see a couple issues here. 73% Yakayev it got me. But what that does, and this is why I was worried about it, I don't want 45% Bogdan Grad. That really is, 23% Nicholas Dalby. Like, it's doing other things because of the Yakayev that I just do not love here. So let me try and cap. Yeah, and it becomes down to Tsarukyan or Yakayev. And let me try and cap Yakayev 41. Let me cap him at 55%, and we'll run again. That really does. It just changes so much. Okay. So now we got 79% Tsarukyan. I'm okay with that. Sequeira, it's too much here because Bogdan Grad, I don't want this much Bogdan Grad. I really like Luke Riley in this spot. I'm going to have to manually adjust these a little bit to get these a little bit closer to the range I want. That's the last alternative is to start bumping down exposures. Get a little bit closer here on Yakayev. We'll go through the rest here. Although I'm already too high on Loader. There's other dogs I like. I have to do some more adjusting here this week. Freeman, Ozdemir's in range. I'm going to lower Yakayev even a little bit more. Bilal Muhammad, a little out of range. Asul Mabayev's in range. Dalby, I need to bump Dalby down. Hermanson, same thing. Like, there's just other dogs that I like. And I would rather we put in lower Tapori. I just don't agree here. Like, give me the extra 9% built in Horiguchi. Give me some more Shamrock. Oh, yeah, and I only have 19% Bexot. Yeah, I need more Bexot. Need more Bexot in my life. So, for whatever reason, the tool is really resistant to some of the things we were doing here this week. I want to be under on Alex Perez. Like, oh, we don't even get, and we only have 4% Mikdebek Orlabai. No. We need much more Orlabai. We need much more Luke Riley. Like, got a week of extra adjustment. All right. Tsarukyan, 75%. Finally closer on Yak I have. Way over on Bilal. Let me come back to that. I still need more Denzel Freeman. Nordiev at the top of the range. Volkan Ozdemir. I would like a little more Volkan as well. Amabayev is close enough. Bogdan Grad, fine. Shamrock, okay. Beksat, good. Tajir. I mean, I'm going to bump down Tajir. I got other places that can use that exposure. Or Gucci's good. Looking for anything else that seems weird. It's going to need a little more Gazayev here. I'm okay if I don't get there, though. And I am aware you can't always get exactly where you want to get on everyone. Looked like in that we had 2 fades, though. I need to keep an eye on who I'm getting 0 of here. Tsarukyan, Freeman, Yak I have all in range. Higher than I wanted Bilal, but that's fine. Orlabai is in range. Uzdemir is close enough. Asu is in range. Shamrock is in range. All right, we're getting closer, guys. Kog is at 24%. Beksat, I would like a little more Beksat, but okay. Bogdan Grad is in range. Loader's in range. Dalby's the top of my range, but okay. Hermanson is fine. Too much Dan Hooker. Golly. I don't want 15% Dan Hooker, guys. Julio Menafield. Give some of that exposure to Menafield. We don't have nearly enough Luke Riley. Don't have nearly enough Luke Riley. All right, let's run one more time. All right, Armin is fine over. Freeman is good. Bilal, it's getting heavier on Bilal. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about. Field on Yaka have over on Ozdemir. Good on Orlabai. Good on Beksat. Good on Rock. Good on Amabayev. Good on Grad. Nordiev, 24% is fine. Loader's fine. Gucci's fine. Getting a little bit closer on Luke Riley. I still would like a little more. Looks like Luke Riley is really one guy I would like a little bit more of. I'm going to bump up KOG a little bit because I feel like I'm not getting enough KOG. And I have some room here to get up against my max. And I'm going to raise up Luke Riley a little bit in an effort to at least get over the field on Luke. And who are my fades right now? I want to keep an eye on Loaders at 23%. Who is... If I had to guess who the tool is not giving me any of... Probably, I'm not even sure. Or do I have any Izakamov? Oh, God, it's got me fading Izakamov. Oh, boy. Got to raise this up a little bit. This is going to be a tough week. Be a tough week. It's because of that. Two of my favorite fighters from that 98, 90, 300, 500. Makes things very difficult. Now we're over on Tsarukyan and Freeman, way over on Bilal. Uzdemir, we're close enough on Riley. We finally got to the range we're looking for. Bumps down Orla by a little bit, but I'm still overweight. That's fine. A little under on Yakahev, fine. Or Gucci, you end up on over. That's okay. Shamrock, Beksat. I would like a little more Beksat, but I think I'm going to have to just eat this one, guys. Tsarukyan, Nordiev's in range. Amabayev's in range. Good on Loader, Dalby, Grad is in range. Everybody else finally got about where I'm pretty much the things I had to give up here, it looks like. Was not able to get in any Izakamov, and that's just a matter of I'm picking Tsarukyan and Yakayev. It's risky. That's just how we're going to roll this week. So we're going to have to do. We're going to end up fading Izakamov against Nicholas Dalby, and that does scare the shit out of me. But that's where we are. Everything else ended up in range. The big stands on the card, other than the Izakamov fade, were way over on Bilal Muhammad. We're way over on Denzel Freeman. We made sure to get over on Arman Tsarukyan. Same thing with Luke Riley, Miktabek Orlebai. So that's kind of the core we are building around. That's what we got for this week. This is a difficult card. Locks at 9 a.m. Honestly, probably go a little bit lighter than usual. It's a weird one, and that means I'll hit the optimal. But I'm just telling you that because a lot of the fighters I like are priced up, it makes the week pretty difficult. But I'll be locked and loaded, ready to go. That's the 150. That's the core. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, one of us takes down the big money on DraftKings. Good luck, guys, and I'll see you at the top of the leaderboards.